Hi, I am Ramona and welcome to Healing Inspiration. Today's reading is Why Do People Want to Be Friends with You? And we have 3 piles for you. I will introduce them in a moment. The links will be in the description box. I also have information on a giveaway, which is 2 free 1-question readings. If you follow the instructions, which are also located in the description box, and then you'll be entered. Once I reach 3,000 subscribers, I will let the 2 people know who won when that happens. And I do choose them randomly from the people who have entered. And then if you would like to donate or give me a tip so I can continue to create content, that would be appreciated. I have Cash App and PayPal. You can find those links in the description box. And then if you would like a personal and private reading, I do have an Etsy shop. You can take a look at that. If there's not a reading specific to one you're looking for, you can send me an email and we can talk about that. So let's just introduce the piles and get into your readings. Pile 1 is the clear quartz. Pile 2 is rose quartz. And pile 3 is the lapis lazuli. So go ahead and choose your pile or piles and we will get into your reading. If you chose this clear quartz, and this reading is, why do people want to be friends with you? I'm going to introduce the cards and get into your reading. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the 2 of Wands, and the 3 of Pentacles, from the Muse Tarot, we have the 6 of Inspiration, which is also the 6 of Wands, and the Page of Emotions, or the Page of Cups. From the Psychic Tarot, we have card number 7, Patience and Planning. Then we have Spiritual Strength, card number 9. From the Goddess Power deck, we have card 47, Skuld, the Future. From the Wisdom of the Oracle, we have card number 40, Co-Create. From Shine from the Inside Oracle, we have Commit to Self-Care Rituals. And from the Magical Spell deck, we have card number 7, Wisdom. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So why do people want to be friends with you? Well, first off, I see very strongly, because we have the 2 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, and Co-Create. So I think people feel as though you work together well with others. You're a good partner to have. I think people would love to travel with you. They would love to create with you. They would love to work with you. You're someone who is good to do life with. Like, you're very supportive. You're someone who is a good friend and who encourages other people. I feel like you are motivating, because we do have the 6 of Inspiration here. So I think you're motivating. You're also a loving friend with this Page of Emotions. I feel like you're not afraid to say sorry if you've done something to maybe offend someone. You are also prone to giving nice little gifts or doing nice little gestures. Like, hey, how was your day? Oh, I hope you're doing great. Oh, or looking at their photo and be like, wow, you look beautiful. You look handsome. You know, encouraging their strengths. You're also a very strong person spiritually, and you have a lot of wisdom. And I feel like people, like to hear from you and like to talk to you about things because you give good advice. And it says patience and planning with spiritual strength. So it's like you've endured a lot. You're not just someone, I want to say, who's a Pollyanna, who just, has this positive attitude because everything has gone well in your life. But you're a very persevering individual. You've gone through a lot of things. You are someone to depend on and rely on. And obviously in relationships, any kind of relationships, including friendship, I feel like you're reliable and you're patient. And maybe you do plan trips or plan events or things to do with friends, and people really like that and appreciate that you kind of are that person that brings people together by, maybe you're the one who plans parties or plans outings or plans trips to do. Maybe you like to self-indulge and people can really tell that you take care of yourself. You seem like you have really nice lips. And what I'm feeling in the friendship sector is that, like a sweet talker, because we also have the Page of Cups. And I also feel like you're someone, when other people are around you, they feel uplifted, like they feel better looking, they feel more successful, they feel more noticed when they are with you. Some of you might like to do beauty rituals with your friends, or self-care type of rituals with them. I mean, you have that Wisdom and the Owl twice. So I feel people feel as though you really see them. You have great wisdom. You're very intelligent. You're someone that you can have good conversations with. I don't think you're overly talkative though, but you are a good listener. And then we have 2 sevens, so that could be significant for you. That is, divine timing. It's also a very lucky number, so people may feel as though when they're around you, they become more lucky. Like maybe you're someone who finds the best parking spot, or you win little, giveaways or something like that. Like you win stuff. Maybe you don't win tons of stuff, but like you're just lucky. And I feel that kind of rubs off on other people when you're around them. With the 6 of Inspiration, it's like you do command attention. I think your energy commands attention. And as I said, that will that goes over into your relationships. And I feel that you're a very attentive friend. When you're someone's friend, you are someone to trust and rely on. You're very solid, particularly in friendship, but I feel like you're solid in work. It also says you are a planner here, the 2 of Wands, and then you have patience and planning. So, you could help friends get organized. Like I said, you can help keep people together in that way, in a very practical sense. You're a person who takes a lot of responsibility. I think you may take on too much responsibility, like things that are not necessarily your responsibility. Like, it also seems as though you're a covering for your friends. And when I say covering, it's like maybe you pray or, do manifestation work, good intentions, meditation. And I feel that and maybe even energy cleansing, things like that. And that puts a protective barrier around your friends also. Anybody who's close to you gets to experience that as well. So I'm going to pull some charms for you of why do people want to be your friend? You definitely could be very attractive people, because I do feel like you may get a lot of attention. But even if you have a level of popularity, I don't feel like you are mean girl, mean dude. You're very kind. Okay, why do people want to be your friend? We have like pliers here. So maybe you are good at fixing things and like practically do plumbing work or electricity or build stuff, you know, so you could help your friends out in that way, in practical ways. But I also think with all this wisdom that you may help them to fix their problems and their difficulties, or may have the right answers for them. Then interestingly, we have 2, Fe, Esperanza, Amor, hope and love, something like that. So you may have a lot of faith and a great level of spiritual love. And with the cross is about sacrifice. So you may sacrifice for people that you love and care about. You could be religious here, or just very spiritual, and that comes across. Then we have the turtle. So a very steady, purposeful person. Once again, you like have this protective barrier here around you, which I think does end up covering other people. You're very soft on the inside. You're someone who takes care of themselves, so it's like you're gonna have a long, fulfilling life. Then we have this unicorn. So I think you're the type of person, the type of friend that doesn't come around all the time. Like, not everybody is reliable, not everyone is consistent, but you are. When you're committed, you're committed. So you're like a diamond in the rough, you know? And then we have a key, and there's a crown on top of the key. You could be a designated driver when your friends go out to drink sometimes. Also, that reminds me of hospitality, allowing people to have the key to your home, that you're welcoming to them. And then we have the elephant. And the elephant, once again, is a hard worker. So you may practically help people, be someone great to work with, be friendly and kind and family oriented, and just have this, you know, larger than life presence. And that's why people want to be your friends. So that's what we have for you, pile 1. If that resonated with you, please like and comment with a cross, since we had 2 of these come out, and subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for being here and watching this video, and have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste, and welcome to your reading. This is your reading if you chose the rose quartz. And this reading is, why do people want to be your friend? I'm going to introduce the cards and get into your reading. From the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the 10 of Wands. Right away, I'm like, maybe you're a friend that will help someone move. They like that. You'll help them carry the weight of things, so they're not alone. And then we have the 3 of Cups. From the Muse Tarot, we have the 3 of Wands. Next, we have the 6 of Emotions. That would be the 6 of Cups From the Psychic Tarot, we have card number 4, Foundation and Achievements. I take that as a combination between the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. And then we have card number 9, Suffering and Silence. That reminds me of, I guess, a few cards. It could be like the 9 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, the Hermit. Really does give me Hermit vibes. And then from the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 28, Lakshmi, Fortune. And from the energy of the Oracle, we have card number 18, Serendipity. From the Shine from the Inside Oracle, we have You Are Pure Magic. And then finally we have card number 40, Psychic Protection. Around me now is Shield of Gold, protecting me strong and bold. It's definitely interesting how different piles, it seems like there's some similar energies, but it's still different. It seems like you're a very home and family oriented person, that you are stable, secure, and grounded in your life. You're a faithful companion. Like I said, you're the friend you could call to help move. Or maybe you could also be the friend that will, like, they got arrested and you'll go and bail them out, right? So that's a great friend to have. Also with this 3 of Cups, that is about friendships. That's about friendships and celebration and having a good time. And with this 10 of Cups, I think you do spread joy. You spread joy, and I feel very loving energy from you, which makes sense since you do have the rose quartz, and that resonates with the heart chakra. So you're someone kind, compassionate, empathetic. And we have a couple of 3s here. So I am feeling some Empress energy, and you're expansive and growing. You're someone who takes actions on your dreams. And I think you also support the dreams of others. You could have been someone who was a bridesmaid or a best man or something like that in weddings, because people find you not only to be a friend, but to be their best friend. Whether or not you consider them your best friend, I think a lot of people might consider you their best friend. Because you're the real one, you know? And we have the 6 of Emotions and the 6 of Cups. And that's a very innocent, gentle energy. And I feel like you give gifts of sweetness and love and gentleness. I think you will let your inner child out and help people to do the same, to not feel that they have to be all stuffy and, I want to say professional. I mean, even in a professional sense, it's good to have a sense of humor and have a sense of lightness and bring lightheartedness to the situation. I feel you do that. I feel you bring magic, and your magic is being who you are at your core and showing your heart, showing your emotions, being fun and humorous. I also feel as though many of you have gone on your own journey. There's something about journeying here. I feel like there's definitely spiritual journeying for you. Some of you could fly around a lot or actually travel to different places, which has really enriched your spirit. And so you're a very interesting person to be around. You're not boring. And you have fortune in serendipity. So I think people find you to be very fortunate and hoping that rubs off on them. And also With the Six of Emotions, that's soulmate, and serendipity is coming under that. So I feel people feel connected to you at a soul level. You may have a lot of soul family here. You could have had a lot of past lives. So there's people that just very much feel connected to you. You know, even those people who don't necessarily know you very well, I think they feel connected to you. And with you are pure magic and holding the moon, some of you could be, and we do have several things of water here, like water signs. And I'm feeling Pisces, Cancer energy. There could be some Scorpio with the suffering and silence. I feel there's, you know, a little bit of a depth and a darkness there too. We all have it. But I feel that makes you even more interesting. You may very well be psychic, because you also have psychic protection. And so you're definitely someone who listens to your intuition. Like, I feel like you would be the friend who wouldn't let a person, one of your friends, stay alone at a bar. You wouldn't allow, you know, a stranger to try to take them home. It's like you're very protective in that way. And I also saw that you're like that type of person who probably someone could call at 3 a.m. and you would bail them out of jail. I don't know why that seems so funny, but that would be a cool friend to have if you get into that kind of a situation. You have 2 3s here, and you also have 2 4s. So you're expansive and you're stable. But it seems like you've also gone on your own spiritual journey and your own spiritual quest, when I feel like you don't like to burden other people with your burdens, even though you'll take on the burdens of others. You might retreat and not want to give other people stress or pressure when you're going through stuff. And so you retreat. So I do think people feel as though you don't make yourself a burden, but you help them carry their burdens. You could be someone who has a nice family. We do have foundation and achievements, or someone they see as being family. It's like people feel that they have a strong connection to you. With the soulmate energy, serendipity, foundations and achievements, which is 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. You could have very kind, gentle, haunting eyes. Like, and your eyes are the windows to your soul. So I do feel like people feel your genuineness and see your genuineness when they look in your eyes. I think they feel as though you're honest. And that's why people want to be your friend. All right, so I'm going to pull some charms to see why do people want to be friends with my pile 2. Excuse me, a little bit loud. Hey, interestingly, we got 2 9s here as well. And 2 10s. Yeah, we have the 10 of Wands, and then 2 and 8 is 10, so that's 2 10s. We have the 3 of Cups and 3 of Inspiration, so 2 3s. The 4 here, and then we have 40, and 4 and 0 is 4, so 2 4s. And then we have card number 18, which equals a 9, and 9. And there's only one odd number out, and that's the 6. So you definitely have repeating numbers here. And with that serendipity, maybe you do see signs and other people see signs in regard to you. Maybe you're into numerology. All right. Why do people like to be friends with my pile 2? This looks kind of lemony. So I feel like that's very energizing. You may have an energizing aura about you. There's like a bitterness, a sourness here, but there's that sweetness, and it's like very good for you. And yeah, the citrus gives you energy for sure. So you're energizing to people. Then we have these pretty lips. So you might be kissable. I know that's a lot of people don't kiss on the lips as friends, just friends, you know. But you may have very nice lips. You could be a sweet talker. With the Dalmatian is like really cute, and I find them to be a little bit energetic, fun to be around, loyal, faithful, a companion. Next we have the shell, which that is that water energy, also Cancer. And that water, emotional, intuitive, nurturing. And we have a footprint. So you could be very good with children, or you have your own children, or be good with other people's children. This also makes me think about that poem, Footprints in the Sand. And there's a point where it says there was only one set of footprints, and it was then that I carried you. And I do feel like you carry other people. Then we have the dinosaur. So I feel like that's saying you probably have ancient wisdom and knowledge and that spiritual connection. You might be interested in history and have conversations about that, and that's very interesting to people. Next, we have a very decorated horse. So that could symbolize a workhorse, but that someone's very majestic and could be swift, fast moving, very graceful as well. And then we have another doggy. We have a wiener dog. So maybe, I mean, these particular dogs might have something in their personalities, but I think these wiener dogs are kind of a little silly and goofy and cute. So you could be silly and goofy, and that's why people want to be your friend. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. If that resonated with you, please comment with a puppy dog, since we have 2 of them here, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Namaste. Hi, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. This reading is why do people want to be friends with you? And this is your reading if you chose this lapis lazuli. I feel like the lapis lazuli says you're a very good communicator. You also have an open third eye, good intuition. I think you're very discerning about people, and you're pretty accurate in that, in your discernment, and your ability to communicate what you discern is, I'm hearing, second to none. That's why people want to be friends with you. So from Light Seer Tarot deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Next, the 4 of Pentacles. Hearing mind on my money on my mind. 6 of Materials, which is the 6 of Pentacles. It's very earth energy. Then we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus, some more earth energy. From the Psychic Tarot, we have card number 8, Power, which is the Strength card. And we have, I think this, I don't even know if the pile 1 had any major arcana. So, and I know pile 2 didn't. So I think, and now you have 3 coming out. So we have from the Psychic Tarot, card number 12, Sacrifice. And that's like the Hanged Man, I believe. From the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 31, Mott, Truth. Next, we have card number 48 from the Wisdom of the Oracle, Poised. Then, from the Shine from the Inside Oracle, we have Slow Down and Rest. You need it. And finally, we have card number 31, Trust. I am safe, I am secure, in love I trust, my faith endures. So from this card, I feel you offer people trust, and people like to be trusted. And you are willing to take that chance in a very calculated way to trust other people. And in order to get to know people, you have to offer trust in order to develop trust. So you're willing to offer that trust to others. And also I feel people feel safe and secure with you. They trust you. They find you to be a very faithful person. It's like you have very high integrity here. You're poised, trust, truth, sacrifice, power. Then you have the Hierophant. Feel you're someone who seeks to do the right thing. And you make solid investments. You're also a very giving person. You're someone who either you have money to give, or even if you don't have much, out of your need, you're still willing to give because you care about people that much. And maybe you've known what it's like to go without and to lack at some point in your life. So you're much more willing to help others out without judgment. You definitely see things from a higher perspective. I think you have the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. So there's like a strong morality with you. Even if it's not quite religious, you're very rooted and grounded in what you believe. And you live that way. You live it out in a practical manner. And I think that's very admirable to people. And you have that Power card. So you're definitely a very powerful energy. I do feel like sometimes people may be a bit intimidated by you. Because you also have, you have Power, you have Poised, and then you have the Hierophant. Which is interesting. Like, what I'm feeling, that's standing out to me. Now, in this card, she's not in a weird position, like in the regular Hanged Man card. But usually there is that interesting position she's in. And she's like in an interesting physical position, and so is she. Some of you could be into yoga, and that's something that's interesting to people, or something that really involves your body. I want to say contortionism or gymnastics, martial arts. Something that really involves your body getting into different positions. You could be a dancer as well. And I think people really do admire that. You could be someone who does worship, praise, believe in a higher power that you give honor to. I feel like people want to honor you because you are honorable. Looks like you're a very reflective person. You may cleanse your energy, you're reflective, you're refreshing to others. I think you are someone who will speak the truth no matter what. And sometimes those truths could come through in a harsh manner. But I feel like people can take it from you, and they really appreciate that. And they will then trust your opinion and trust what you have to say when you say good things. Because if you say things that don't feel so great at the moment, like, I'm just going to give a very simple example. I don't like that haircut, or that haircut doesn't look good on you. And I think it's coming from a place of actually trying to help the person out. And I think they're aware of that. So when you say, oh, that looks great, and this could apply to all different kinds of things, but you get the picture. When you say that looks great, they know they can depend on that too. You're not just blowing smoke up their ass. So they can trust your opinion. They can trust what you say. I think you also offer something very solid to grow upon. You could be someone who works well with money as well, and very tangible things like money. And that's an admirable quality to you. I think you could be the type of person that you could take to a presidential banquet, with this poise, or to the Queen's Castle in England. Like, you'd fit in. Or among spiritual leaders. But even so, you're down to earth. There's a lot of earth energy here. So we also have Leo energy. Well, we have Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus in particular. And I'm feeling more strongly about the earth energy because we have 4 earth cards here. You could be like the bull too, thinking of Taurus. So you have like bull energy and lion energy. And the bull is strong. I mean, there's so much strength. You could be physically strong, but also mentally, emotionally, and spiritually strong. You're not someone to be messed with. People don't have to worry about you. Like, I'm thinking of a lion. If a lion is not hungry, other animals are calm and fine. They will lay around, relax. But when they sense that lion is hungry, they're out, The other animals are out because they know. So a lion is, in a lot of ways, even though it's a predatory animal, it's a lot more trustworthy than a lot of people are. Because the reason why they go for it, they'll protect themselves, their pride, whatever, or because they're hungry. And other people and animals can relax as long as they're not doing anything, underhanded around you. But if they're doing something underhanded or hurting someone you love, you will call their ass out. And I think you can be very intimidating. Some of you could be like lawyers. I'm thinking some like reporters, like no nonsense type of people that could go into your career as well. I think you're a private person. You're someone who can and does keep secrets. I think people can trust you with their secrets. And we have 2 number 31s. So some of you could have been born on 31st, or the 31st is significant for you, because that's really the only repeating number here is the 31s. But you definitely have very strong and powerful energy, having 1, 2, 3. So you have 3 major arcana that came out, whereas other people, I don't think they had any. The other 2 piles, which is interesting. You can have some interesting spiritual practices and self-care practices which are intriguing to other people. And they like to learn about that. You could be a little bit spicy, also like spicy food. Like I do think you have a little bit of spiciness in your attitude. And maybe like, you know, spicy food, like different types of food, a diverse, like you have diverse interests and diverse tastes, which makes people want to be your friend. All right, so I'm gonna pull out some charms to see, why do people want to be your friend? Might be a little bit loud, so sorry about that. Ooh, okay. All right, so you have the cross. So you could be a spiritual leader. There is a religious undertone here, but very strong in your beliefs either way. And with wine, so people can just, you know, lay back, have a glass of wine, have a good time with you, and they enjoy that. We have the Dalmatian that came out in pile 2. I think you have a unique style, and a unique sense of style to you, which makes you stand out and has people interested in you. Because this elephant too is very ornate and detailed. So you could dress very nicely, uniquely, interestingly. You could dress in like cultural wear, and that really stands out to people, or maybe some kind of a bohemian type of style. Then we have a tree. I think you're a good gift giver. You have the 6 of Pentacles too, and this is like a Christmas tree, and that has a lot to do with gifts. And also that could be, you know, I mean, that can be pagan religion, because the evergreen is about eternal life and about, it does relate to paganism, but also Christianity with Christmas. Yeah. But I feel like you are a good gift giver. We have a little elephant here. Another elephant. You have 2 elephants. So you have very good memory. I think they say elephants have very good memory. You're like a gentle giant. You're like, because when I say giant, I mean giant power. You have power. And a very powerful energy, but you are also a gentle soul. But don't mess with, you know, your people. Then we have the owl, so wisdom. Maybe you could be a night owl too. I find that probably a lot of you are very educated or very intelligent, like upper echelon intelligence. I just feel that. You could be, you know, leaders, CEOs, political activists, like people in leadership positions. And that could be part of the reason why some people want to be your friends, to gather some of that power for themselves. And then we have the dolphin, so you can be very playful and friendly and protective and helpful and fun, talkative. You could have a good sense of direction. Maybe you're someone who likes to have those new experiences, like swimming with dolphins, you know? And then we have this little gingerbread man, which also goes along with Christmas. Maybe Christmas is one of your favorite holidays for some of you. Maybe you like to make cookies. Maybe you're good at that. Like share them with people at the office or friends and family, or a good cook in general, or just, you know, creative in some aspect and feeling creative with food or baking here. So that is what I have for you, pile number 3, and that's why people want to be friends with you. So if that resonated, please comment with, I don't know if there's an elephant there, but if there is an elephant, like an elephant. Okay. An elephant emoji. If that resonated, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I thank you so much for coming to my channel and watching this video. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Namaste.